Hi everybody, welcome back to School of Scarlett. Today I have an important message for you and you're really lucky to have landed on this message. So today is October 2nd, and if you are watching this today or any day after, you have landed on a timeline that's going to really be the unbothered timeline. And so I know yesterday was October 1st, and I could have put out an energy update yesterday, but today is one day late because I'm unbothered. And so if there is anything that maybe you heard in an energy update yesterday, throw it out the window. You have landed on a timeline that you're totally unbothered, you're in peace, and it doesn't matter what you heard about the other energy updates or what's happening in your world or what you're seeing happen around you. You are truly at peace. It's a peace that surpasses all understanding. And what I'm seeing here is like the eye of a hurricane. So the eye of the hurricane is essentially calm. It's peace. There's nothing happening in the eye of the hurricane. But yet a hurricane, the winds, everything is happening all around it. And that's what I'm picturing for you for the month of October. And so this is a very powerful month because it's almost like you've been wearing clothes that's too tight for months and months, years and years, maybe your whole life. And you've been trying to fit into this mold and wear these clothes that, are uncomfortable, they're tight, they don't suit you, they're not who you are. And this month you get to take them off and you get to put on some more comfy, better fitting clothing that fits you. And now you are comfortable, now you are free, now you are relaxed. And so what I'm seeing here is that this month is going to be a month of like accepting everything that's happening, gaining back your freedom of mind, your freedom of time, your freedom of choice. So where in the past you've been worrying a lot about what you have to do, what you need to be doing, and kind of keeping yourself on this hamster wheel of doing all of these things because you think you have to do them to be worthy. You think you have to do them to make money, to please someone, whatever. This month, you're like totally unbothered to that. You're comfortable, you're in your comfy clothes. You're just seeing that things are happening and you're accepting them. So there's things that are happening and maybe they're not the most pleasant things, but you're in acceptance of that, seeing that it can't really be any other way. And what's happening is all happening for your greatest good anyhow. So there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to be bothered with. There is nothing to stress out about or be anxious about. So you have a level of peace that is like at its highest timeline. So what's happening this month is, acceptance. That's a big theme. Accepting what's happening, kind of being in that unconditional state of neutrality that, whatever is happening is perfect and good. It can't be any other way. And it's all working itself out for its highest good. So you're at peace with that and you're able to sit back, you're able to relax, and you're able to enjoy. So because of that, you're gaining freedom of time. You're gaining freedom of mind. You're gaining your freedom of choice back. So freedom of time. You maybe had been really caught up in the world, been caught up on have to do's, to do's, and must do's, could do's, all of these things, but they've fallen away this month. You're relaxed. So when you're in that state of being, you experience a freedom of time because your mind is at ease. And because of that, you can go outside and smell the flowers. You can garden, you can sleep in late, you can, make dinner a little bit later or eat out, or you're more relaxed. You're going with the flow. You're not trying to force something, make something be a certain way. You're in that relaxed state of being. And because of that, you're gaining a lot of freedom of time. Because of the freedom of time, you're going to be kind of immersed more or inspired more is what I'm hearing to do those things that you love. So you'll have more time to do the endeavors and hobbies and things that you like and allow yourself to do them without guilt. You may have like a programming. You may have in your nervous system where you get nervous, where you get anxious because you're doing something instead of working. It's a productivity sort of programming. And that's going to begin to fall away this month. Allow it to fall away. And if you're experiencing any level of resistance to that, let it go. One of the things that I'm seeing here is like clenched hands. So like if you're running around with your hands clenched all the time, or if you want to try it right now, clench your hands for this whole video. And when the video's over, release your hands, let them relax. So that's what the feeling is like. It's like we've been clenched this whole time, or we've been in our nervous system that makes us feel that way. And now you're going to relax. And when you're relaxed, you're safe, you're okay, you're held, you're going to be okay. It doesn't matter if you choose yourself. If you choose yourself, even better. But for a lot of us, that has been a programming of we have to be productive. We have to do this, we have to do that in order to be worthy, whether we realize that or not. That was the programming that our body was used to. So anytime we try to rest or do the things that, were fun things, our body felt anxious, nervous. That's going to begin to fall away this month, and allow it to. One of the things that I was also seeing was a lot more journaling on gratitude. And I know you think journaling, I hear that a lot, like people don't like to journal a lot. But this month, because you get freedom of mind and freedom of time back, and you're going to experience a lot of joy this month, you're going to be inspired to write about things that you're grateful for, to journal even. And if this is already speaking to you, I have some journals with prompts already in them. I've created one about intuition and one about literally everything, an unconditional sort of journal. And you can check those out in my description. But they have prompts in there that just ask you one simple question, but your mind gets going and you begin to write about all kinds of stuff. So you're going to experience like this journaling, or even doodling is what I'm seeing. And it's going to be kind of like a release for you. Doing this to express gratitude, to journal about the things that you want to happen or the things that you're grateful for, really amplifies your energy. So you're going to gain more of it. You might take some time to journal, but you're experiencing more energy because of it. So that's what I'm seeing. So one of the other things that I'm seeing is really that you're going to feel more relaxed this month. You're going to feel like you can just do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter how you do it. I think there's an airplane coming by. So the relaxation that you're going to experience is going to be really, really deep. And it's not going to be something that you're used to. So allow yourself to be more and more used to that, because it's not just going to happen in October. This is something that's going to keep going for months to come. So your old state of being on fight or flight, that's diminishing now. You've exited that timeline. You're moving into something else, whether you want to call that new earth, whether you want to call that quantum leaping or jumping or any of that stuff, whatever you want to call it, you have entered a new realm where we're not in fight or flight anymore. So you're going to experience deeper and deeper levels of relaxation. And as you experience that, some things may come up, especially if they need to come up. Everyone has different things, and some people, a lot of stuff has already come up within the past 10 years. But, there's still maybe a few things left in the closet, or maybe you're going through the process right now of the dark night of the soul, or, experiencing releasing and purging of things. And so you're going to experience that even in this level of relaxation, something interesting is going to happen. Whereas before, when things came up to be purged, it was oftentimes very traumatic. It was called the dark night of the soul. It was, it was like everything went dark and it was hard and you really had to work through it. And, once you were through it, it was like, wow, like I got through that. What's going to be coming up this month is that things are still going to be coming up in your reality, things that need to be examined, for example, shadows, things that have been hidden in your psyche are going to begin to come up still, but they're going to come up in a different way. It's not going to feel so dark. It's not going to take you down so low. It's not going to make you introspect so much or like have to seek therapy or, help or any of that stuff. You're going to simply allow it to move through you. You're going to experience a level of acceptance where you see that thing that's coming up and you're like, oh, yeah, that's true. That's a shadow I've been carrying. And you're going to release it and let it go very gently, where it's not affecting you like it used to. So this is a gift. This is something really amazing where we're moving through, those shadows, those things to be examined in a very kind of gentle way. It's really gentle is what I'm seeing. So I'm also seeing here, it's kind of like, when people start a fire outside, and I'm very visual, so I'm seeing this right now. like a fire outside, and they write, you know, on a piece of paper the thing that they want to release, and they just throw it in the fire and they let it go, and it's gone. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be simple like that. It's not going to be like, oh, I have to go get therapy, I have to regress, I have to do this, I have to change this about myself, I have to do this. Just like you see it, like just like writing it down, and you throw in the fire and you let it go. So it's as simple as that. So those are the sort of themes that I'm seeing around the month of October for energies, especially if you caught this video the day after October 1st. So you're kind of late to the game. That's because you're unbothered. And so this energy of being unbothered is so strong right now. And it's a theme that's not only just happening for October, that I'm bringing it in for my course. So I'm bringing back my course that I do every year. It's called the Unconditional course. This course is amazing. It really brings you back into neutrality, to unconditional love, which is not a romantic love or anything like that. It's a level of existing in this reality where you see everything as perfect. It's really coming out of my non-dual experiences that I had. So it's a level of non-duality, and if you don't know what that is, you can look that up. It's really where you see everything as it is. You know, you're seeing things really, really clearly, and because of that, you don't see the illusions of fear, of anxiety, of control, of any of these things. You see all the beauty. And so the Unconditional course is coming back, and this time I'm bringing it back for the first time ever on Saturdays. So we're going to meet live on Saturdays, along with coursework and all that kind of stuff, and support, one-on-one support for this course starting November 1st, I believe. And so I will put that information in my description. You can check it out. But this time it's going to be the Unconditional and Unbothered course. So there's going to be another portion to it. Unconditional is already a little bit unbothered anyway, but we're going to focus in on being unbothered, and especially in today's day and age where so many people are getting triggered, where so many things are happening around us to try to bait us, to actually try to trigger us into other states of being. The unbothered portion of this course is going to be monumental. It's going to be something that is really going to ground you in a way where you're not going to be shaken by the things that people are trying to trigger you with, by the things you're seeing on TV, by the things you're being presented. It's just going to be like you're going to be grounded in truth. So if you are interested in signing up for the Unconditional and Unbothered course, please email me and look at my description for how to do that, how to sign up, all that stuff. If you've taken the Unconditional course and you're curious about the Unbothered portion, I would encourage you to take this course again, because my courses are done live. So even if you took, like, let's say the Unconditional course in the past, this course is going to be totally different with different students in it, different material. We're still going with the core of everything, but when I speak, when we have our sessions together, for our one-on-one sessions and for our group live sessions, all of that is live. It's essentially channeled in that moment. So you will be experiencing, you know, a totally different course in a way that's still grounded in what we're talking about. And the coursework will still be about unconditional love, and the unbothered portion is totally new. So you're definitely getting like a whole nother course. So even if you've taken this before, I encourage you to sign up. I encourage you to show up for this. It's really something that is really going to be beneficial to you as you move into these new energies of being more relaxed, of being, you know, unbothered and all of that stuff. So this is really kind of like a companion for you, and it's going to be something that really shifts your reality. You're no longer going to exist in that triggered world. So if that sounds good to you, please check out my description, and I will leave my email and stuff in the pinned comment down below as well. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you got something from this message, please leave me a like. Please leave me a comment down below. Even if it's your favorite emoji, or we all want to leave like the heart, I would love to see some hearts down there. If you've stayed to the end of the video and you are new here, I welcome you to my channel to subscribe, to come back. I would love to have you here at School of Scarlett. And if you are a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for tuning in today. I absolutely love you. I love receiving your support, your comments, your emails, all of that stuff. Please share this video with others, and I will see you on our next message. I love you all.